start with the basics so we can make sure we get this under control. There is no need to go over the head again. We've got all that under control. So here's your esophagus. So this would be what? Cardiac sphincter. Here is your stomach. Your stomach has this bulge here called the fundus. Right? Do you also on your list have greater and lesser curvature? No? Good. I took that off because it's so stupid. Here's what that's what your book means. This is the greater curve and this is the lesser curve. Who cares? Anyway. On this side of your stomach is your pyloric sphincter, which leads to your duodenum, which is the first 6 to 8 inches of your small intestine. The last 6 to 8 inches of your small intestine is called the ileum. Everything else in the middle, the other 20 feet worth, is your jejunum. Okay? This, of course, is your liver, but your liver has been flipped up, so you can see what's happening underneath the gallbladder. It's also been flipped up, so you can see that this, which has this fishbone-looking thing in the middle, this is your pancreas right here, with your pancreatic duct in the middle. Alrighty? And then we'll take a look. There's your large intestine, going up, over, down. There's your rectum. There's your anus. Alright? We've got some better blow-up pictures coming, so we can see these things in greater detail. He's under control. All right, let's take a look at this. See all these roughed edges on the inside? They're called rugae. R-U-G-A-E. Ruga is one of those bumps. They act like your fingerprints because they help to grip the food. Your fingerprints allow you to grip small objects. If your fingers were smooth, you could never pick this up. Okay? So, they grip the food so we can squeeze and churn the food. Alright? Okay, that's what those rugae are. This part of your stomach is called the pylorus, whereas this upper part of your stomach is called the cardiac region. Here is your pyloric sphincter leading to your duodenum. Your duodenum has these little ridges on the inside. Those ridges go around. Those ridges look like they're folds, so we call them plicae, folds, circularis, circular folds. They also grip the food and help us to move it along. That's the plicae circularis right here. Okay.
What's that top part called? The
Cardiac region. The dome is the fundus, but the top part of the stomach is called the cardiac region. All right. Here's our liver. This is the falciform ligament on the outside. This is your gallbladder. Your gallbladder stores and concentrates the bile, which then goes down the bile duct. See the green thing here? Comes around behind the duodenum, comes all the way down and meets up with the pancreatic duct in something called the hepatopancreatic duct or hepatopancreatic ampulla. What do I have written down there? Oh, I got something written down there.
I see cystic duct.
Accessory pancreatic?
Nope, not accessory. Okay. Okay, I've got page 16. Maybe yours is 17. Do you see where it says pancreas / duodenal model?
Yeah, that's the one I've been looking for.
That's because we've got another model that shows us in greater detail. But this is called the pancreatic duct, also called the duct of Wersham. This is the accessory duct on top, also called the duct of Santorini. Accessory and the main duct. Where they come together, it's called the hepatopancreatic papilla, also called the, what did you say? ampulla of Vater. And on the inside would be the sphincter of Oddi, which you cannot see. But if I said what's inside, you would tell me sphincter of Oddi.
How do you spell that?
O-D-D-I. And it's right there. No sphincter of Oddi's in here. I got the top of page 14. For you, it might be 15. See where it says small intestine? Duodenum. I didn't make this list, guys.
Sphincter.
The
What's it
order
inside
we should
of?
go is somebody else.
What's it inside of? What did you say it was inside of?
The sphincter of Oddi is inside the ampulla of Vater.
So
It's the sphincter that opens and closes to let the bile into your
the
duodenum.
ampulla and the papilla are the same.
Yes, ampulla and papilla are the same. Papilla is a finger and ampulla is,
And what did you say that ligament was in the lip?
this is the falciform ligament here. The ligamentum teres on the inside, which you can't see. All that model. Okay? So, definitely become familiar with the green thing, the two white things, and this thing sticking out. The plicae circularis, the duodenum, the sphincters. Just make sure. What's this guy, by the way? Who's that? That's your spleen. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, close-up of small and large intestines. What's this last part of your small intestine called? Ileum. What's the first part of your large intestine called? Cecum. So guess what this is? Where the ileum and the cecum come together. Ileocecal valve. That valve has to open to let the stuff in. This is your appendix hanging down here. It's also called the vermiform appendix, which means worm-like. All right. As we're going up, this is called the ascending colon. Going across, it's the transverse. Going down, it's the... And then back here, we have our sigmoid colon, which we saw in the picture in the book. All right? With the rectum here and the anus. Do you see this gray strap going across? The gray strap is called the tinea, tendon, coli of the colon. Tinea coli. You see that list? Is it there? Okay. Each of these bulges is called a haustrum, and whenever we squeeze them to move the poop along, we call that a haustral contraction. What you do not see are the epiploic appendages, which are little bags of fat hanging on the outside, so that will never be asked on your test, because we don't have any. However, you see how my colon goes up and then it flexes